for that. So let us move to the trends in the mobile retail, that how the mobile is actually shaking up the retail space, and what are the different trends are happening. Now, before moving to that, like mobile itself is basically a revolutionary product, and the way the mobile is shaking up the space is, if you look at the statistics, by end of this year, 2013, the smartphone sales is going to reach on 1 billion. So we can say that every single person out of the 7 people will have the smartphone. So that's the penetration of the smartphone across the globe. And the way it is moving, like a lot of the free operating system which is coming into the market, Android, then Firefox, etc. So they are helping the smartphone penetration in a way that low-cost mobile will be floated in the market, and at the same time the people will be coming out from the feature phone to the smartphone. Now if you look at the shopping entity or the shopping world, then the people who are having the smartphone, out of the total population of the smartphone people, majority people are the shoppers. So 79% of the people are actually the shoppers. Now that's a huge number. When the person basically who is having a smartphone and also willingness to buy the things, that means it's a very it's in a favor to you as a retailer, that if you target those smartphone owners, then there are very high chances that you are going to get the business. The another smartphone effect is like the smartphone penetration which is happening across the globe. It's interesting statistics wherein the US is coming as a 13th, having the 56% of the penetration in the market. So still in the US, the smartphone is not yet 100%, but if you look at the other countries like United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Singapore, Norway, they are actually well off, and they have very high penetration in the market. At the same time, we should not underestimate the population part also. So if you look at the whole smartphone population, and at the same time the people who are actually a smart shopper are basically highly penetrated in the US market. If you talk about the India, we have only 67 million smartphone users. So we can say that India is still evolving in this particular space, and the smartphone effect is yet to revolutionize the country like us. Now, the smartphone, the way it is moving and the way it has been evolving in the market, in the 2014, the Google says that the mobile users will exceed the desktop users. That means the people are not going to do major activities from the personal computer or the desktop, but they are going to do a majority of their items from the mobile itself. And by 2017, the tablet is going to surpass by double to the PCs. So the total smart devices, if we talk about the smartphone and the tablets, they are anyway going to overtake the PC market. So even if we look at the people who are actually spending the time on the mobile devices, it is roughly around 2 hours and 30 minutes. So imagine that 2 hours and 30 minutes somebody is spending their time on some devices. Now that devices has been used in a proper fashion, and if the marketing efforts or the selling efforts or your promotions has been targeted to that particular devices in a right manner, then I think that there are high chances that we can create the wonder effect in the retail space. Now let us come to the user behavior part, that how the smart devices are actually influencing the shopping part. So the smartphone and the tablets both are actually touching upon the major part of your shopping experience. So if you look at if you want to buy or search some items, then there are a good number that people are going or using their smartphone and tablets. At the same time, the people who are actually doing the purchases, before the purchases, they try to see that what are the product information, product attributes. They are using the smart devices. At the same time, people are comparing the prices. People are also getting the offers, coupons, etc. Even if I want to buy something, I'll try to see that what are the ratings, etc. So up to this level, this majority of the options are helping me to buy any particular product. But if you look at the actual results, which are basically the purchase decision, that is also like 27% and 20% the population, they are doing the purchase on either the retailer's website using the smart devices, or they are doing it purchase through the application, which is a native application from both of the devices like smartphone and tablets. So that means the people are gradually moving towards the smart devices, and actually it is really influencing the shopping experience. If you look at the user behavior which is inside the store, that how the people are actually using the smart devices when they are inside the store. If you talk about the smartphone users, then 84% of the people are using the smartphone while they are inside the store. Now their intention could be anything, like they want to search for the price, they want to search for the product attributes, they want to find out, or they want to send the offers to their friends. They might ask the friend's opinion whether to buy this particular product or not. But imagine that the people are actually 84% of the people are actually using the smartphone while they are inside the store. And the interesting fact is, like, they are actually on the smartphone for almost 15 minutes. So the average time which is spent by the people while they are inside the store is 15 minutes. Now if that 15 minutes has been used by the retailer in a wise manner, then in that case there are high chances that the person is going to buy more, and the retailer will have a chance to do the cross-selling, upselling at the same time, making the customer more loyal. Now whenever we are talking about the trends, there are two chances that the trends could be either the trivial trend or it could be the serious trends. So if I talk about the trivial trends are nothing but it's like a Me Too kind of the product, but with more enhanced features. So these are the trends wherein the overall retail space, the way it is functioning, but if you improve certain functionality or the features, we can categorize into the trivial trends. If you talk about the serious trends, these are the trends which are actually disrupting the retail space. They are shaking up the way we do the retailing, the way we are buying, the way we are purchasing, the way we are talking with other people or influencing the other people for the purchases. The serious trends are nothing but it's a disruption which is happening in the market. So let me cover the first trivial trends and then the serious trends. If you talk about the trivial trends, the people are anyway doing the search on their mobile that if I want to buy something or grocery part, or if I want to buy a cereal, so I'll enter the cereal and I'll try to see that what are the options are available to me. But there are certain trends which are happening, like they are taking the product search to the next level, and ultimately they provide the voice-based search. So it's nothing but instead of I'm typing, what I am doing is I'm allowing them to search my products or whatever the offerings I am doing it through the voice. So I'm just adding one more senses into that. So people can have the voice-based search also. There is another trend which is going like a Me Too, or it's a just enhanced features, which is the geofencing. So it's nothing but a pushing the offers based on the location of the user. Using the GPS, that's a global positioning system, or the cell ID triangulation, or using the Wi-Fi, they try to catch that where exactly the user is. They try to see that whether the user is near to the store or not. So continuously in the background they are running this particular thing, and at the same time they are trying to see that if the customer is near to my store, let me push the offer to them. Little bit of an enhanced feature is like the offer has been done by the reach notifications, where it's not the notification or a badge which is coming, but the notification could be a little bit reach, wherein it will be in the good UI format. It is HTML format, it is rather. So the geofencing is nothing but the way it is. Previously it was a trend, but now we can say that it's just the additional feature people are putting it. The next point is like the mobile wallet or passbook, wherein all the cards were previously in the wallet, but the mobile operating system itself, like Android and the iOS, using the Google Wallet or the iOS passbook, they're allowing them to enter or add all the loyalty cards or the offers inside the wallet or the passbook respectively. So far, whatever the trends which are happening are majorly either try to enhance the feature or enhance the experience. Previously it was happening, but it's nothing but the different way to do it. There are certain disruption which is happening in the market. So we call it as a serious trends. Now when we call it as a serious trends, I have bifurcated into the 5 categories majorly. The first category is like in-store disruption. It talks about how the buying or the experience of purchasing has been changed. So different companies coming up with different offerings, how they have actually shaken up the retail space while the user is inside the store. Providing the benefits to the customers, wherein the customer should be, while they are buying, they should be provided the different offerings or the loyalty points that will be covered in the later part. The third point talks about the reaching out to the customers, wherein instead of the customers coming to you, you should reach out to the customer how it is, and we'll see in details. The fourth part is eliminating the sales people, wherein you try to get more profitability and more customer confidence by making the smart devices themselves as a sales agent. And no wait and no queue. That's the last portion. I'll cover it on that. Serious trends. So let us see first the in-store disruption, how it is happening. Now, whenever we are talking about the in-store disruption, there are certain limitations inside the store. So if you want to offer some of the offerings, there are chances that the people might not be connected to the internet because of your thick wall of the retail space, and the people will not be getting the coverage. Or whatever the Wi-Fi system that has been provided by the retailers, people might not trust that, or maybe they are using it but in a limited fashion only. So whenever we talk about the in-store experience, the people who are basically inside the store, the user or the shopper are basically needs to be provided something which should be the wow factor. Now the company called as Square has done it already. So if we talk about the small and medium scale of the retailers, when they need to buy the POS system, they need to buy the card reader, and at the same time they will be charged the hefty charges of the per transaction. So the Square has come up with their own 3.5 mm jack Square device, and that Square fits into the 3.5 mm jack of your phone, and it allows you to accept the payments using the credit and debit cards. But it has not stopped from that. It is also allowing you to add the different items inside your POS system. So your iPad will become your point of sale, and at the same time you can manage all the items from that itself. Also Square is providing the Square wallet. So the Square wallet is nothing but it allows you to do the check-in while you are inside the store. So the person who is coming, so basically what they are doing is they are checking out that whether so basically based on the GPS location, they try to see that where exactly the customer is. So once the customer is inside, they do the check-in. So the system itself will know that the person is inside the store. And at the time of the payment, the person will basically the pay using the Square wallet, wherein the card has been already linked. So the payment, whatever the things which has been bought, can be done by just a simple transaction which is happening on the Square wallet. So people can go in automation mode when they can have the auto check-in also. Similar kind of thing, the PayPal has tried to do it, but in a different fashion. And recently in the Money 2020 conference, they have come up with the PayPal's in-store payment. The PayPal's in-store payment is nothing but it tries to eliminate the in-store difficulties, which is, as I mentioned in the Square, that you need to rely on the GPS or the location, and you need to see that whether the customer is already checked into the store or not. So that can be compensated here, wherein in the PayPal, the person is still doing the check-in but using the Wi-Fi system, and at the same time when it comes to the transaction, they just show the secured QR code to the retailers. Now the retailers will scan that particular QR code, and ultimately the transaction will happen from the PayPal ID, wherein the different cards has been linked or the bank account has been linked. Now if the retailer doesn't have any kind of QR code scanner, then in that case randomly a 4-digit PIN will be generated, and the retailer will enter the PIN which is randomly generated, and ultimately the transaction will happen. So the PayPal is going a little bit ahead. The way it is going, it is nothing but it is helping the self-checkout system also, because whenever you are showing the QR code, if it is a machine system, then also the QR code reader can happen. So it is ultimately, in a way, they are helping the automatic check-in system to do the transaction also. The other disruption which is happening is through the PayPal's beacon. So the beacon is nothing but it's a Bluetooth low energy device which the retailer needs to plug into the power system. It could be either with the desktop or a laptop or wall mounted socket wherein the USB plug is inserted. Now this beacon is actually talking to the POS system. They are already connected or linked with the POS system. And the PayPal application is also connected with the PayPal beacon using the Bluetooth 4.0. Now how it works basically. So the person who is moving near to the store, now using the beacon also you can send or push different offers, so that the people who are just passing by your store, if they don't have any connectivity, neither the Wi-Fi nor the mobile tower, but at the same time just by means of the Bluetooth, they'll get the offers and they might be inspired to visit your store. Now for example, if you are inside the store and you want to buy something, right, the automatic transaction can also happen if the setting has been configured in a way that the user is allowing the automatic transaction to happen. So the beacon identifies that whether you are inside the store or not, and at the time of the payment, the retailer can understand your profile, like he can view your photo, and at the same time they can do the direct deduction from your PayPal account on whatever the things you have bought. It can be also made or secured if the setting has been changed. So PayPal is going in a big way in the year of starting of the 2014. They are targeting in the Q1 of the 2014 that this PayPal beacon will be officially or commercially it will be available to a lot of people. And currently it has been open for the developer, so the developer can do a lot of new stuff around that, and whatever the use cases that PayPal has mentioned, it is only limited, but the possibilities are endless. So the people can move and can create their own programs around that. Now another interesting fact has been done by the eMart, wherein while you are inside the store, it's very difficult to identify that in which particular aisle you are in. So it's very difficult to know that if I need to make you a concentrated offer or to push you certain offers which are very contextually aware, then there is a lot of challenges. But this company eMart has done it, which is a South Korean business company. They have almost cracked this case, and the way they are doing it is you just need to have the application, and the application itself will identify that where exactly you are inside the store. And ultimately you will be able to get the discount coupon or relevant offers based on what your location is. And also at the same time you can find out that where exactly the products are having the offers. So how basically they are working? So the technology behind that is they are using the ceiling LED lights, and the LED lights has been captured by the different sensors which are actually on their cart. So the physical cart which actually you are moving is having the sensor, and the sensors are catching the LED lights. Now the mobile device is connected with the sensor by means of the Bluetooth, and ultimately that talks to the mobile device, and where exactly you are in, the system knows that you are in so-and-so aisle, and based on that it pushes you the offer, or it helps you to navigate inside the store. It's a very beautiful concept. They have done it because while you are inside the store, you have a limited connectivity. GPS is almost not the viable solution. So at that time, if you want to crack this particular case, such kind of innovation can help you to leverage your brand at the same time to get more customers, and it's nothing but it's a wow experience you are creating into the customer's mindset. So the way the trends are happening is like the people are moving into more such kind of things, wherein people are creating the contextually aware system, wherein if you are inside the store or outside the store or wherever you are, we are actually helping you to buy more. At the same time, it's not just the pushing the messages, but it's intelligently pushing the messages. And it's not the pushing the messages, but we are offering the things which I would say that they cannot deny that particular offers. Let us move to the second category part, which is providing the benefits to the customers. So when we talk about the benefits to the customer, it's nothing but how we can help the customers in the reward system or loyalty system, or how they can help the retailers to get more revenue or more business. So the Shopkeep is a company which is basically providing the solution to the big brands, wherein their concept is very simple and at the same time very effective. It basically talks about the Shopkeep application, which is downloaded inside the mobile user. Based on the GPS location, it finds out that whether you are near to the one particular store or not. So for example, Target or Old Navy is having the tie-up with the Shopkeep. So if I have the Shopkeep application, it just identifies that whether I am near to that particular store or not. So the first thing is I'll get the offers, relevant offers from the Shopkeep. At the same time, it is inspiring me to do the visits. So here, the more I go inside the store, more kicks, they call it as a kicks. So it's nothing but it's a reward point. So I'll earn more reward points based on the the way I move to the store. So the more I go to the store, more reward points I'll earn it. At the same time, it's not just limited to that, but the way they are functioning is like if I'm at the home and if I scan one particular product, or if I browse one particular product using the Shopkeep, and if I buy that particular product in the Target store, which is for example the tied up store with the Shopkeep, so I'll earn extra kicks out of that. Also, they are just providing the customer to scan particular barcode or a QR code of that particular product in a different aisle. Based on that, I can earn the benefits or rewards based on that. So it's a very human psychology that if you are going inside the store and if you are going again and again, there are high chances that the person is going to buy from that particular store, because there is a stimuli which is created in a person's mind, wherein the person is actually basically by looking at a particular product or by recalling the particular product, there are chances that there will be a need will be arisen, and that need is actually converted into the product purchase. If you talk about the loyalty system, there are a lot of it's like a clutter of the different applications available on the market space. But the Diparka is a company which is providing some kind of qualified loyalty system or loyalty points. So they are functioning in the similar fashion, but at the same time, this Diparka company is basically providing the offering to the small and medium scale of the retailers, majorly the coffee makers or the people who are having a food chain kind of stores. So every purchase will bring the rewards or certain points which I'll earn, and after certain points, that particular product will be free for me. Now, generally the loyalty systems are not that intelligent, or they are basically just identify the location of the people, and based on that you earn the points. But here they go one more layer, wherein it's a qualified loyalty rewards, wherein the person who has checked into the store will ask for, say for example, a coffee, and the retailer basically once based on his purchase will grant a point to that particular user. So it's only awarded once the purchase has been done. So it's a more qualified loyalty reward points rather than it's just checking into the store and earning the points. So it is going or taking the loyalty system to the next level, wherein you just have to have the mobile device itself and you are earning the points, and ultimately you will be able to redeem very easily out of that. Now the next segment talks about reaching out to the customers. Now, so far we have seen that the retail stores are offering, they are doing a lot of marketing campaigns. They are trying to create the awareness in the people that we have so and so physical stores. The people should visit them, and once they visit, then they'll be able to provide their offerings. So here the whole system is talking about that how we can reverse the wheel, wherein it's not like the customer who is coming out to the store, but rather than the stores who is reaching out to the customers, and how some of these companies have successfully done it. Let us see the trends in that also. So one of the good examples, which is a South Korea based company like Tesco, uh, they have found out that the people who are actually waiting in on the subway station while their train to come, the time which they are spending is almost unproductive. Now the people can utilize their time in reading the book or a newspaper or doing the gossiping, but what they have done is they tried to utilize that particular time into taking certain action, and they have tried to increase their revenue by the means of creating the virtual store around the walls of the subway stations. So what they have done is like the images of the different products, they have just put it in a form of the shelf, which you can see like it looks like the virtual store, it is there. And each product is having their price, and at the same time the barcode or the QR code is printed over there. So the user, it's a selective stimuli. By just looking at to the product, they come across that yeah, I need to buy a milk also while I'm going home, or the waiting time, let me make it a productive. I also need to buy shampoo, or I need to buy so and so kind of grocery part. So the person will scan that particular code, and based on that the order can happen. So the Tesco has tried to, so the people who are actually waiting here, ideally in that 5 or 10 minutes they cannot go to they cannot visit the Tesco store, even though it is a nearby. So what the Tesco has done it, they have just reached out to this customer by means of virtual store, and they have increased their revenue. The another good example that Tesco has done it is just taking it to the next level is they have just created the refrigerator, and the refrigerator are nothing but it's the same like the virtual store kind of thing. The refrigerator will contain the different products like the milk products and the things which you find normally in the refrigerator. Now that has been implemented on the Gatwick airport and it's on the pilot study which is happening. The virtual fridge is nothing but it is creating the stimulus to the people who are just going for a holiday vacation. Now they know that when they come back, their refrigerator will be empty and they need to replenish all the items into that. So why not to scan this particular product and order it, but not only the order it, but get it delivered on the defined date. So for example, if I'm coming back on the 5th day from now, so then I can mention that it should be delivered on so-and-so date or it should be delivered on the weekend. So that's a nice way to do it. They just try to utilize this particular wait time on the airport into the convertible action, which is increasing their revenues. The another store, eMart, has done the extensive research, and at the same time they have come up with the innovative solution, which is they are just doing the flying the store and just taking it to the customer's place. It's nothing but the inflated balloons, which is having the Wi-Fi. Basically, it's a Wi-Fi enabled, and they're providing the free Wi-Fi to the public places or into the malls, and the people or the person who is basically inside the mall or inside or at the public places, they will be able to utilize this particular free Wi-Fi. They get connected to that and they can purchase the products which are offered in the eMart, and or maybe they can download different discount coupon or different offers from the eMart application. So the people who are actually going for a fun, who is going outside, while coming back, if they think that they drop by to the particular store and then they order it, rather than such kind of innovative solution which are nothing but the flying stores, they're just prompting the people to download the application at that instance, and from the application they can order the things which they are planning actually to visit the store while they're going back. So it's nothing but the saving the time, at the same time the stores are actually reaching out to the customer. The another part is like the eliminating the sales people, which is nothing but the people are actually nowadays are becoming more intelligent because of a lot of information availability in the marketplace. So the salespeople needs to first and foremost thing is you need to make your salespeople more intelligent, who can answer almost all the questions of the people, or rather you automate the particular thing by using the smart devices, which is now powerful devices, and make the devices to sell the product to the customers. Because a lot of the people, or one of the interesting statistics that talks about like 40 to 45% people do not go to the salespeople, but they rather prefer to have the information from the smart devices itself. Sorry. So the Amazon Flow has done an interesting job here. what they do is like using the augmented reality, and based on the different the objects are there. For example, if it is a book or video game or DVD, or it could be the box of cereal also. What they do is whatever the things which are offered, the person who is opening the camera using the augmented reality, they try to trace it with what exactly the products they have it. So for example, if it is a Call of Spatial product is there, then ultimately it identifies that this particular product we have it, and the price and the option to buy, or making them to quickly do the actions. So ultimately, if the person who wants to understand the attributes of that particular product, or wants to see the video of that how that particular product will work, or they just wanted to find out the different ratings and reviews, they just open the camera or the application, and using the augmented reality, they'll be able to get each and everything here. So they don't need to go to the salespeople to find out that particular person, or wait for their turn to come, and the salesperson will talk about or try to solve the problem. But rather, it can be just using the few clicks that can happen, and that is possible. The Pointer is another good example wherein within the store you scan the QR code of the apparel. So different apparels are there with the different shadings. For example, there are different jeans are there. So different jeans or denims are over there. You just have to scan the QR code of that particular product of a particular shade. It will show you the different sizes of the product. Now, based on the size, when you want to try on, then if you click on the smart devices, it will ask you to go to the one particular trial room. So this is automated system wherein the system is taking care of that which customer has asked for what kind of product. And so, for example, if I go to the trial room number 2, so in that particular trial room, I'll get the defined size product inside that particular room. So it's all automated system. So there is no sales guy involved in that. At the same time, we are improving the customer experience in this. At the same time, it is also allowing to make the payment using the self-checkout. We'll talk more about the self-checkout, how it is happening. But the interesting fact that Pointer has done is it's nothing but to revolutionize the way we are doing the shopping without any sales guy is involved. And at the same time, we are getting lot of products. For example, if I want to try for the 32 and 34, both the sizes, and one size fits me and another size doesn't, then I can just drop that particular product, and that product will be automatically collected. So it's an interesting experience that the Pointer is providing. Now coming to the next part, which is no wait and no queue part, which is nothing but the Walmart scan and go, wherein the person can scan the barcode of the particular product. There are different counters called as self-checkout counters, wherein what are the products I have entered. I just need, so one QR code will be generated from the application. I just need to scan one particular QR code from that particular self-checkout, and ultimately my application will transfer all the cart items into that particular POS system, that's a self-checkout system. And I can do the payment either entering the amount, which is a physically, or swiping the card, or I can use the NFC-based phone. Now, what are the different retailers' pain points? So different customers are asking for a different